in their masses, just like witches at black masses. Evil minds that plot destruction, sorcerer of death's construction. In the fields of bodies burning, as the war machine keeps turning. Death and hatred to mankind, poisoning their brainwashed minds. Oh Lord, yeah. Darkness world stops turning, ashes where the body's burning. No more war pigs have the power, and as God has struck the hour, day of judgment God is calling. Underneath the war pigs crawling, begging mercies for the sins. Satan laughing spreads his wings. Oh Lord, yeah.
Okay, awesome. This is great. After a long time, I'm again listening to and reacting to Black Sabbath's War Pigs. In fact, just in earlier reaction last month or something, I remember War Pigs, and here we are listening to it and reacting to it. And I'm glad I'm listening to it and reacting to it with Max. So it is your first time single take honest reaction to War Pigs by Black Sabbath. What do you have to say?
It's a really good introduction to the album that we're going to react to. Really
great introduction.
It's
yes.
like a introduction to what kind of instruments and the way they play the guitar and guitar. Really,
right? Yeah.
They just say guitar and guitar. I mean guitar and drumming.
Yes.
The song is a very good testament to the.
Okay.
You see, it's a testament to the guitar and work really, and you have to say it's a very good song. Really, it's pretty long. You have to say, and it would have been a bit more satisfying if they had a bit more vocals and left a bit of a space, but was contribute a lot with guitar solos, which actually were pretty satisfying. The lyrics though needed a lot more emphasis though. I think it was a bit lacking. Maybe if they had some squealing in the end, to show the war pigs suffering.
Nice, good idea. You're creative, I know.
Just had a squealing, and maybe they should again twisted if we are saying war pigs.
War pigs, yeah.
It's like war pigs.
Yeah. Ozzy Osbourne could have done that. Yeah. Maybe someone like you wasn't sitting there to give that vocals also a certain degree of imagery.
The vocals are definitely lacking a lot, but all
because
in all,
of that?
Yeah, I felt they just needed to definitely add some pig sounds in it.
Well, I think if you had been their manager, you would have replaced Ozzy Osbourne with Jack Black.
Yes, that would be excellent choice.
Jack Black would suit your kind. I'm sure. Yeah, I get your point, and knowing a little bit what Max is saying, I get the point. He's saying personification of the words more and more qualities of what is
the
being
words
said.
are very strong though, but the impact is a bit less because the vocals acted very lazy. It was just being heard and being said, but didn't really penetrate deep into the soul of the listener. I felt.
But you know what happens? You're young and you're expecting all the theatrics, right? Which is there, of course. This is there. But what happens beyond a point when you take up a song and concept like War Pigs and the whole theme of it about the victims of war and how poor, like why should they go out to fight? They leave all to the poor. So they are saying that soldiers die, politicians don't. They don't even get out of the house.
Politicians,
they don't get a scratch during a war. Yes, right? Yes. True. They don't shed a drop of blood. Literally a drop of blood. So when you're talking about something this serious and you want to be creative, as you say, but it could be interpreted as a mockery as well. Could it be?
It could be interpreted. It's quite a serious topic also. But
so when you get overly creative and you try, your intention was in the right place, but then if you overplayed your hand, right, and overdid it, at a certain point, it could sound as if you were making a mockery of what the concept was altogether. I'm just saying that's my also, and trying to make you understand why people do things in a certain way.
Anyway, now lyrics we should focus on really. The lyrics, as you can see, generals gather in their masses. It's like witches at black masses. It's like an evil poem over here. Evil minds at blood destruction, sorcerer of death's construction, and the fields of bodies burning as a war machine keeps turning. And those are some very strong lyrics, really, I have to say. This song definitely is taking a, what do you say, a dig at all the people who start war. I mean, generals, politicians, even in wars where they do get captured, many years ago in all the previous wars, they are the ones who get released the fastest, and they also don't get tortured as prisoners.
Someone significant definitely gets released.
For the war prisoners like politicians and generals, they are the ones who get harmed the least, and they are the ones who are allowed to some even survive also. Like from what I remember, even in World War II, the Japanese emperor was allowed to be not a prisoner after the whole thing. He was allowed to continue being the ruler of Japan, even after having Japan surrendered. no one did anything to him. It seems everywhere in the world, it's the politicians and the generals never get harmed, they were the ones who started, but the soldiers get mindlessly killed and tortured no matter who it is.
I know. Also, the common people get impacted whether war or no war. Whether you get captured without having a war as well, the maximum.
Yes.
The kings and the higher ranks, they hardly get affected by any action. So even in the game of chess, like they mentioned, chess and the pawns of the chess, the rule in the game is that the king just gets to live by.
And the king
just
can only be captured.
Yeah, just being a loser, but you don't get killed.
Yes.
Nobody comes in a certain perimeter of the king. So the same goes with politicians, the same goes with higher rank people, that nobody comes in a certain perimeter of theirs. They just get to survive. While the poor people, while the weaker, while those who are actually fighting, they are always dying every single day in huge numbers. In fact, by the end of the song, there is certain justice that is being served. I don't know how did that happen, but there was a judgment, day of judgment. See here. No more war pigs have the power. Hand of God has struck the hour. Day of judgment, God is calling. On their knees, the war pigs crawling, begging mercies for their sins. Satan laughing spreads his wings. Oh Lord, So I like the way the song is written. It's definitely got a positive end to it, unlike many movies that could have a sad ending. But here there is a positive ending. I love the drumming in this one by Bill Ward. Bill Ward. He played drums wonderfully. They were brilliant. When you talk about timing, it was so well timed. Everything was so well timed. Among everything that is going on, war pigs, the theme of the song, a great guitarist on play, you still know what is happening in the drums because he had great timing. I in fact like the whole song, made it into an amazing theme. It started with the siren of the war, right? There was a siren that you said, and then it starts from there, a gloomy grief moment before everything just unfolds to us in the form of the song, and how it moves from one moment to the other. I like the whole transition from where it started and then to coming to the conclusion of no more war, and this is going to be just judgment. And then I think the pig squeal that you said should have been added. To the end, the pig squeal in form of politicians, crying for mercy. That would have made it more dramatic, more theatrical, and it wouldn't make a mockery of it.
It would have really been very impactful if we got on history if they had the pig squeals.
Oh, it is in history, by the way. A lot of people like war pigs. I like war pigs. We have an entire album. After our reaction to Paranoid, our patron, a national acrobat, decided to give us the whole album, me and Max, to react to it. So I'm glad Max is going to listen to the whole album. I wanted to expose him to these songs as well, because these are very strong, socially connected songs by amazing bands, and he gets to learn so much about things along with music. So thank you, Marco, aka a national acrobat, for requesting this album, and I think we are both going to enjoy listening to it. This is just the first one. Stick around for the ones that are to come. Thank you.